I feel like all I've been talking about is Donkey Kong recently, so I want to talk about Mario Kart because we got footage of a new Mario Kart game and I'm super excited because I am done with Mario Kart 8. I've been done with Mario Kart 8 for a while now because I've been playing it for a long time. I had Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, which came out in 2014. 2014! So I have been playing Mario Kart 8 since the Wii U, then we got it on the Switch, and we had stuff added to it, but from the Wii U, I had DLC from when I had it on the Wii U, and then that got bundled in for the Switch, which was cool. Then we got DLC for the one on the Switch, which it was cool, but it got to a point where I had played Mario Kart 8 so much that I'm at a point now where I need a mechanic change. Something with the formula needs to be changed for me to really be able to dive in and enjoy Mario Kart again. And don't get me wrong, Mario Kart 8 is an amazing game. It really is. And the fact that the Deluxe one on Switch has so many freaking courses, for one, is super cool, and two, has me very excited and hopeful for this new one. Because from the trailer, we already know that there's going to be more than 20 racers on the track, so these tracks are probably going to be pretty beefy. I mean, those could be special tracks on their own. Maybe there's only a certain amount of tracks that can handle that many racers, because I can't imagine them making 90 some odd tracks and all of them can have that many racers on it, because that's a lot. And I would imagine that the tracks have to be pretty wide to have that many racers on it. So I'm kind of thinking that it might be a more special type of mode thing where there's only so many tracks for it. Maybe this is what would replace battle mode. Not saying that they have to, but maybe this is just how I feel, and maybe it's just not even true. But I feel like the battle mode just kind of isn't played a lot anymore or cared too much about. I don't know. Maybe there's a ton of hardcore battle mode fans. I used to like it on the N64, but I remember actually when Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U, the battle mode was not what it was for when it came out on the Switch. They spruced it up a lot. But I don't know. I still found myself not really caring too much about it. But again, that could just totally be a me thing. And I'm not even saying that I want them to get rid of it. I'm just saying if something were to get replaced, maybe they replace that and now they have these big wide tracks for this totally different thing. I don't know. But I really need a mechanic change, because when it comes to Mario Kart 8, I feel like there were two things that were supposed to be its claim to fame, or just its two unique things. Was one of them was the fact that you could go upside down, the whole anti-gravity thing, which it's cool. But I remember even when they showed it off the first time, they were or whenever they started talking about it, they were and you can't really tell you're upside down, but if you watch footage, you could see that you're upside down after. And it's all right, I mean, well, if I can't tell when I'm racing, then what does it even matter?
We experimented with various methods of showcasing anti-gravity racing visually, including actually flipping the camera upside down. But ultimately, we wanted to focus on the most comfortable racing experience, and that's what we prioritized. So when you're playing the game, the visuals may not look all that different. However, when you look back at a replay video like this, you can tell you were actually racing in some unusual locations, like the underside of the course.
And then you had the boosts with the anti-gravity.
There's a new element we're introducing this time called spin boosting. Bumping into other karts during anti-gravity mode will cause you to spin, and you'll get a boost off it. In addition to bumping into each other, you can also get a boost by running into various objects on the track. There are many objects you can use for that purpose, so I hope you will try out all of them. Normally when racing, avoiding your opponents and any obstacles is the way to go. But in anti-gravity mode, collisions like these can help put you in the lead. This offers players a new way to get speed boosts by taking risks. As a strategy, it's a good way to get ahead of your opponents, but it also just feels good. And it's fun to bump into something without worrying about it. So I really hope you'll aggressively bump into things during races.
That I also didn't really care for. At first, I thought it was going to be so cool. I remember talking to my friends and I was oh, we're going to team up and we're going to go online and bump each other to get boosts. It just didn't really turn out that way. So with this new Mario Kart, I hope there's a mechanic change, and I also hope that there are not only new items, but maybe some tweaks with how the items work in general. And the thing I'm about to talk about, I don't think they're going to do, but I wish that there was more defensive things you could do when items are in the way or coming at you, that didn't just involve you having like an item to block it. Like how in Mario Kart 64, sometimes if you hit a banana peel, I still don't even know what causes it, but sometimes if you hit a banana peel, if you hold B, you can like save yourself and you don't slip. I honestly wish that there were more things like that. Like I said, I don't think they're going to do it, and it's not a deal breaker. Like, I'll be fine if they don't, but it is one thing that would be kind of cool. But overall, the main thing that I care about is just make the game feel different. I just want it to feel different. I've had enough of Mario Kart 8. I've been playing it since 2014. I need something new. I need something fresh. It can't just be new tracks with more racers on the track. That's not going to do it for me. I'll still enjoy the game, and I'll still buy it, and I'll still be playing it the day it comes out. But I really need like an actual change to the formula with like how the game actually plays. And then when it comes to the roster, just freaking go all out. I don't want any more of this like, oh, like maybe this character, maybe that character, where you had characters where it was like, what? Like Pink Gold Peach? Like that's fine if she's there along with like a bunch of other versions of Peach and like a bunch of other characters, but to have a character slot taken for Pink Gold Peach just felt so weird. And it always just felt so, like, picky. There'd be characters from other Mario Kart games that didn't appear in Mario Kart 8. And characters in this game isn't like Smash where they have to make, like, a whole moveset. They just have to do the animations and stuff. I know it's still, like, work, but it's not as intense as, like, Smash Bros. So it always kind of annoyed me that it seemed like they were just really weird about the roster. I want them to go all out. Mario Kart Tour, to me, is, like, a good example of add a bunch of characters, add a bunch of alternate costumes, just freaking go at it. And one last thing that I would kind of hope for is I'm sure that they're going to do DLC, and which I'm fine with. I said it like I wasn't. I'm fine with that. But what I would love, which I have a feeling they won't do, but they could, is that I wish that they would have like 2 cups where one could be just a bunch of random courses and then have one that's more based on a series. So you could have like a whole Donkey Kong Cup or a whole Kirby Cup. I think that would be so freaking cool. Because we've had other crossovers from DLC. With Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, I remember getting the Animal Crossing course as DLC, and that was just incredible. And getting a crossover with F-Zero for Mario Kart was also crazy too. But it would be really, really cool if there was like a cup that maybe they don't have the entire series, like it's just Donkey Kong, but if there was a cup that was just all crossovers, I think would be really, really cool. But my goodness, I am just so freaking ready for a new Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8's gotta go. I'm sure there's people that are still enjoying it, still having a bunch of fun, but for me, it's been too long. It has been too long. It's weird because like I'll launch it. I actually launched it recently to get footage, and I was doing the Excitebike course, and for some reason I love that course, even though it's so plain. I freaking love it. And I was having fun. I don't think I could have played it for like hours or anything. I don't know, maybe. It has been a while. But it would not take long for me to get tired of it again. It has just been too long of the same Mario Kart. I'm beyond ready for a new one. And I can't wait to see what they have in store for us with this new Mario Kart. Except for Donkey Kong.